Hello, it's Jen Powell here from BlissDom Canada. The other day somebody mentioned to me that I have done a crap job of explaining who I am, so I thought I'd take a couple minutes and introduce myself and talk a little bit about what's happening this year with BlissDom. So my name is Jennifer Powell. I'm the principal of BlissDom Canada. I didn't used to, or I haven't always owned BlissDom. It was actually owned by a lovely group of women from the BlissDom Media Group down in the US and was brought to Canada in 2010. And I first actually went to BlissDom as a blogger. I was a special needs blogger who wanted to bring a more positive voice in regards to autism to the internets. And I got to BlissDom, and holy smokes, did I ever find my tribe. It was just this incredible opportunity to meet people that you'd met on Twitter or on other social platforms that suddenly felt like lifelong friends and have become lifelong friends. And forever and a day, I am grateful for the fact that BlissDom gave me these friends and this opportunity. In 2012, I came on board as one of the directors of sponsorship, and my job was to take a look at those sponsorships and help the sponsors create activations that were different, that weren't that typical brochure kind of going out and being handed out, and instead created conversation pieces. And I love that because my background is events, and I've done agency side, I've done concert promotions and music, the music industry. I've run events for a motorcycle company, and in that process I really got used to the idea of not doing the typical. I am the anti-rubber chicken event person, and I don't want you coming to this conference saying this is a conference just like every other conference I've ever been to. I want you to come to this conference and say, wow, this is a conversation piece in a community that is lifelong and year-long, and that fortunately is what actually BlissDom has been all about over the past 6 years. At the end of 2012, we kind of got the gist that the girls from BlissDom Media Group were not going to continue with BlissDom, so it was going to go away, and didn't believe that that was something that I wanted to see happen. And so I licensed the rights to BlissDom in 2013 and ultimately bought the rights to BlissDom in 2014, and together with a very strong group of people, a very strong team, kind of changed the face of what BlissDom was going to be looking like. We went from sort of your blog to creativity and honing in on inspiration and social good and having conversations about the business of social. And that kind of brings me to now, which is the fact that we have rebranded. We have developed BlissDom this year as the business of social influence, because we really feel that with the industry changing that we need to address this in a big way. So this year we've added a brand track to teach brands and businesses how to work with influencers, how to use that voice and spread their brand message online, how to connect and find return, how to work with millennials, how to cross-platform and collaborate on opportunities. And in addition, we're really focusing on defining for influencers different ways in which you can build this as your business, whether or not it's writing that you want to go farther, you know, the freelance life we're talking about, how to write a book. Nowadays, publishers are looking for people who have social capital, so it's really important that you use your influence even when you're a writer, because that is great for integrated campaigns for publishers. If you're looking on the brand side, there's a lot of conversations we can have about how to raise that professionalism, how to raise your profile, how to build your brand, and really how to engage your community so it's legitimate and it's authentic and it's not all about the numbers. So this year we're doing stuff like deep diving into each platform to give you those tactics. We're getting very fruitful in conversations about the global marketplace and where that opportunity sits. We have Dan Morris and Rachel Martin coming to talk about the 43 ways that you could make money aside from just being in your blog. And we've just had this whole conversation in general about social influence and where it's going, and I am so jazzed about it. In terms of who I am a mom. I have 2 kids who are amazing. One has got autism, and that adds a little bit of extra interest into our world. I have a husband who with me loves to travel. We have a blog, momdadcupofkids.com, and along with doing BlissDom, I also run a number of different companies which can cause some great issues when it comes to following up with email. So that is the one thing I'm very bad at, is follow up on email, because I tend to get text messages, Facebook messages, emails and the like in terms of forms of communication. So feel free to harass me if there's one thing that I haven't done, which is follow up with you. Definitely follow up with me. Other than that, I believe in supporting community. I believe in raising people up. I am passionate about giving people opportunity that then is going to help them drive their business. And I believe in BlissDom, and I hope to see you this year so that we can really raise up this industry as a whole together. Look forward to it. Thanks a bunch.